Time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5's David Lazarus.
Yeah, he's joining us here in the studio, and I asked you if you're bringing sunshine. You said no. So let's talk about what the government is saying now about inflation.
Yeah, you know, yesterday we reported about how in June the inflation rate was 9.1%. That's huge, make no mistake. But remember, the Consumer Price Index is a lagging indicator. It tells us where we've been. Today, the Producer Price Index came out, and that's a measurement of wholesale prices. And because high wholesale prices then get passed along to consumers in the form of high retail prices, this gives us a sense of what's coming. And the Producer Price Index up by a whopping 11.3% last month, which is a strong indication that inflation isn't just here, but is still getting stronger, and that's going to be a big issue. Now, the market was down considerably earlier. The Dow was down by about 400 points. It's working its way back up right now, but what the interesting thing is that traders and the big Wall Street houses are increasingly pricing in the prospect not of a 3/4 point rate hike coming up this month, but a full 1% rate hike. And I've gone over the historical data. I can't find another example of the Fed ever raising interest rates that much. Yesterday, the Bank of Canada imposed a 1% rate hike ahead of the 3/4 point rate hike that had been anticipated. Obviously, you're playing with fire with rate hikes this high. It slows the economy, good, brings down inflation, but could bring you into a recession. So there's a number of moving parts to something like this, but increasingly, stronger medicine is being priced into stocks, and there's going to be a lot of volatility between here and the upcoming July 26th, 27th Fed meeting when we get the bad news.
All right, electric car sales booming right now, but are we really seeing a lasting shift away from gas-powered vehicles?
And the answer to that seems to be yes. And it's interesting, but it's happening very slowly. Key thing here, the slow adoption rate of electric vehicles, because right up to now they've been very expensive. Now, that's only a small fraction of new car sales. In June, EVs, electric vehicles, accounted for 5.6% of new car sales. Not much at all. But here's the key thing. That's double the amount from a year before. What a difference some high pump prices make, because that's what's steering many people into checking out the EV market. And this is also coming at a time when there are long delays to get an electric vehicle because of supply issues and that chronic shortage of microchips and other commodities such as lithium that are slowing up the sales, and yet people are still plunking down money to get them. Now, here's where it looks like things are going to be changing in the near future. Virtually every major car maker is now introducing electric vehicles. In fact, they're centering their fleets on EVs. That means more choices. It also means more affordability and more competition. That's what's really going to goose the market higher. Another key element here, there's going to be fewer and fewer people willing to splurge on an internal combustion engine because, quite simply, car makers aren't investing in that anymore, which means you buy a new car that's gas-powered, it will eventually be obsolete.
Pretty fascinating. And then let's talk about Netflix and the bill.
Indeed. Now, we keep going around with Netflix as they flirt with an ad-supported tier, and that's obviously a big deal, not just because we share a studio a lot with our friends at Netflix, but it's a big deal. These are the friends. Did I say friends? Yeah. They won't let us into their commissary is what Glenn's referring to here.
As far as I'm concerned, they're not friends.
Semi-friends. Let us into the commissary. We'll be fine. Okay, let's move back to the news. And the news here is Netflix has tapped who? Microsoft to be its partner in rolling out the ad-supported tier. Not necessarily the obvious choice, considering they were up against Google and Comcast and a few others. But let's face it, Microsoft has a lot of experience with digital platforms, and they've got a lot of experience with ad sales. And that seems to be what Netflix wants here, is a partner who can help them grow the service and grow it quickly. So that's a big step. We still don't know when the ad-supported tier will be unveiled. There's rumors that it could be later this year. But the key question, how much will it cost? Netflix hasn't said that yet, but this is the key point, because the whole point of the ad-supported tier is to bring in people who are not willing to pay the typical $15 monthly fee. So it has to be cheaper than that, but we don't know how much. In a few minutes, go to KTLA.com. I'll tell you how much I think it should cost and how much I think it will cost.
If we were allowed in the commissary, we could maybe investigate and find that out.
If we were allowed in the commissary, we'd be a lot friendlier to Netflix. I'm just saying. Hi, Netflix.
Let's be honest. Those people walk around, they don't give you the time of day.
Dudes.
It's all good. David, we'll see you at 1 o'clock.